All right, I got something I need to say. And this is it's kind of a big deal because about 2 hours ago, an hour and a half, 2 hours ago. Hold on one second. There we go. So about an hour and a half, 2 hours ago, Tyreek Hill from the Kansas City Chiefs was traded. What the hell is going on? Why the Kansas City Chiefs thought that trading Tyreek Hill was okay is a problem. So let's break this down. So now, Jesus Christ, I just don't understand. You can't replace someone like Tyreek Hill. You just can't. Now, the Miami Dolphins have two of the fastest players in the league. So let me do a breakdown of what the trade consisted of. It's on my phone. Okay. So the Chiefs traded Tyreek Hill for 5 draft picks. Oh boy. So the Chiefs got the first round pick, the 29th pick coming up this year, the 50th pick coming up this year, and a 4th round pick this year, as well as a 4th, a 6th next year. Let me explain something to you. Okay, what you got going on? I don't care how much money you got. I don't care what draft picks you got. You don't trade someone like Tyreek Hill at all. You just don't. So now the Chiefs are, while yes they had Tyreek Hill, the wide receiver room wasn't one of the best in the league. Outside of Tyreek Hill, it was because I love Mecole Hardman, but he's not the receiver that he needs to be just yet. He's not really as consistent as I would want him to be. Well, I still love to do. He got a lot of game. He got a lot of speed. He got a lot of potential, but he just hasn't reached it yet. So, and now you have Juju Smith-Schuster only on a 1-year deal, and I'm not a big fan of Juju Smith-Schuster. I'm just not. I think he was injured last year, and then the last time we've seen him play a full season, it was surrounded by him just dancing. Like, I can't. If you was to sit down and ask somebody, what is one thing you remember about Juju Smith-Schuster, they're going to tell you he was dancing, not his football ability, him dancing. Now you pair him up with Jackson Mahomes. Oh, boy. Those two idiots going to be together for Lord knows how long. But that is I don't understand, but Andy Reid and Chiefs management must know something that we don't know. But now that drops them below, to me, in that division, that drops them below the Broncos and the Chargers. The Broncos and the Chargers have been making moves to get better, and it just seems like the Chiefs made this move to compensate for paying Patrick Mahomes that $400 million contract and weren't thinking too far ahead as far as money, because now you're still struggling. But I believe they offered him a contract. He was offered a contract, but Devontae Adams signing his extension kind of threw everything off. So he signed as soon as he was traded. I believe it's official now, but as soon as he was traded, he signed an extension for 4 years, $120 million. So that's 22 less than Devontae Adams, which is fine, but you're still making $100 million. So, from the Chiefs' perspective, I'm very confused. I don't understand. If I was a GM, Tyreek Hill would not leave my team at all. It's just someone that you can't replace. You just can't. You can't replace speed. There's no one in the league that seems to have an answer for him. So, people going to point out, what did he do in the AFC Championship? That was more so on quarterback play than it was on receivers and tight ends and the defense. The defense played really good. They played good in the first half. They played all right in the second half. They gave up the 24 in the second half. But that's two of those drives ended. Two of the Bengals drives that they scored on came from Patrick Mahomes throwing interceptions. They left points on the board at the end of the half. So, I just don't think trading Tyreek Hill is going to be the biggest concern for them. The defense, I think you need to keep building on the defense, and I'm one of those that believes I'm a fan of what the Rams have done. Trade them draft picks. Excuse my language, but fuck them picks, because there's a good chance you're not going to hit on them. It's just as good a chance you're not going to hit on them as you are to hit on them. I'm an Eagles fan. The last 3 receivers that we have drafted, 2 of them suck, and they are still on the team. So we got Jalen Reagor, J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, or Devontae Adams. One of these is not like the other. So for the Chiefs, I'm confused. But the Miami Dolphins, y'all just fleeced the Kansas City Chiefs. Not only did they, so the Miami Dolphins have been low key on fire at this free agency. So they signed Armstead from the Saints yesterday to a 5-year deal. They have Tua. I'm still iffy about Tua because he doesn't do one thing pretty well. He's just But now that he has an offensive line, you got the GOAT Robert Hunt on that O-line. That play versus the Ravens should have counted as a touchdown. But you got Jalen Waddle now. You don't have a first or a second pick. It's a second round pick. So I'm curious to see what they're gonna do in the draft. You still got Mike Gesicki. You signed Raheem Mostert. You got Chase Edmonds. You're building the offense. Now, but you don't have Brian Flores. So the defense is going to operate a whole lot different now. I don't know who their DC is. I don't know who they brought in. It might be somebody who's already on Brian Flores' staff. But if they can somehow continue with the defense that they played last year and then piece it together with Mike McDaniel on offense, they will make some noise. I'm not going to say they're going to win the division because they are playing in probably the second or third most difficult division to play in. But, they did good. So I'm curious. Mike McDaniel looked like someone who just sit in the film room all day. So I'm curious to see how he's going to use Tyreek. This offense should be amazing. If they don't win 10 games this year, then we got problems. Now, Brian Flores made a good point. He wanted Justin Herbert. I would want Justin Herbert too if I was him. But we didn't get him. They didn't get him. But they gave up. They didn't. What's shocking about this whole deal is the Dolphins didn't gut their future for this. So they only gave up picks for this, like major picks for this upcoming draft. They didn't give up any important picks. Not gonna say that picks are unimportant. They didn't give up any early picks in next year's draft or even after that. You look at what the Rams did. They gave up three first round picks for the next 3 years. They don't have any like first round or second round picks for a while. And I get it, but you can still, not saying you need to trade all your picks, but at least have some movability that you can make moves in the draft. So I don't know if y'all can see my man in the back. Yo, you all right? You better go back to sleep. But you have a little bit of leeway, a little bit of shake with draft picks. So Miami Dolphins, congratulations. You got a guy now. You got a guy. I don't know if he's gonna be the number one receiver. That's the only thing. I don't know who their number one receiver would be right now. They got Tyreek. They still got Jalen Waddle. They got Gesicki. I just don't know who their X is right now. But they'll be fine on offense. They just got to put it all together to succeed. But it's gonna take them a couple weeks. They're not gonna figure it out over it. But that's always how it goes. They just gotta, make some shake. But that's really all I got to say about that. There's nothing else really. Is there anything else that came from that? Other than the NFL still being crazy. This is Tyreek. I think I read something before I started. Tyreek Hill is the 9th Pro Bowler that has left his team this year, which is wild. The NFL just shake up. So that's all I got to say about that. Thank you for watching. Bye.